It's winter 2023, and my 4-year-old son, who's autistic, has had a hard day at school, and now he's taking it out on me and his little sister, who's only 2. He's screaming at me, doing the exact opposite of what I'm asking him to do, and he's disturbing his sister to the point where she also starts to scream and cry. The 2 kids screaming and crying feels like a power drill inside my skull, and I find myself hyperventilating, grinding my teeth, and not being able to control myself. I grab a wooden spoon from the kitchen, run into the bathroom, and I lock the door. I'm hoping that closing the door blocks out this overstimulation, but it doesn't, and I feel myself slipping into a full-out autistic meltdown because I myself am autistic, but even though I know it, I'm not being able to control it. I'm in full-out meltdown and I'm crying, I'm screaming, and I start to hit myself on the thigh with that wooden spoon. The next day, there are bruises, and I'm so angry with myself for letting me hurt me. And I'm angry with my autistic son for triggering my own autistic meltdown. But I rationalized the whole thing by saying to myself, at least I didn't hit the kids, right? The next week, the same thing happens. This time there are bruises also on my arms. The following week, the same thing. 1 month later, I find myself in the bathroom again with the door locked. But this time, instead of the wooden spoon, I brought my phone. I had been Googling for help for autism parenting support, to be exact. And I had found an autism coach who worked right in the neighboring village from where I live. I called her, and the moment she picked up, I start crying. And I tell her, through my tears, I'm hysterically crying to a stranger on the phone. And I find myself asking her, why does what works for all the other families just doesn't work for my family? She gently said, I get it. I am the same too. It's the same in my autistic family. Tell me how badly you need support. If you need me to come over, I will come over. Just tell me when. That was the last time I hit myself or self-harmed in the middle of an autistic meltdown. It's not like my kids haven't triggered my autistic meltdowns since then, but I have learned the value of asking for help from somebody who has also been there. Another neurodivergent mom who gets it because she lives it as well. And this is what I want to offer you, the Autism Family Support Call. In this one-on-one session, you'll get personalized strategies for managing meltdowns, for better communication and understanding with the other neurodivergent people in your family, whether it's your kids or your neurodivergent partner. We'll create a roadmap that works for you. You're going to get proven tools and techniques like learning sensory tools, communication techniques, and coping mechanisms that empower you and your child in the most difficult emotional states. You'll get a safe space to connect and share your frustrations, fears, and triumphs in a judgment-free zone. You'll leave feeling heard, validated, and understood. And expertise to the table as someone who understands neurodivergent family life because I live it. So click the button below to book a call right now to get the support you need. If you don't see a time slot that works for your schedule, just email me and we'll find something that works for you. Since working with me, this is what a 41-year-old mom had to say. She has a 4-year-old daughter who's just been diagnosed with selective mutism, who is on the autism spectrum. Thanks for sharing your journey with me. You seem far along, whatever that means, in your journey. Talking with her one-to-one over a couple of weeks, I was able to help her process the grief that comes along with finding out that your kid is on the autism spectrum or is neurodivergent in any other way. I helped her to start a local parents group so she can get the support and provide support to other parents, find that community so she doesn't feel so alone anymore. I helped her to change her mindset so that instead of asking her daughter to change to fit the world, now she's confident in asking the world to change to simply accommodate her daughter and their special needs as a family. And most of all, I was able to help her feel less alone. I'd love to help you too. If you feel like you want this sort of support, check out my website, neurodivergentmom.net.